all right, fine. Bengals are pretty nice, but um, it's hard to say that they um, are so impressive. I mean, sure, he has two playoff wins compared to the other young talent in his division in the AFC North. Joe Burrow has two playoff wins, right? Baker Mayfield has one, Lamar Jackson has one. But we can argue that the Browns or the Ravens could have easily beaten the Raiders and the Titans. I mean, you could easily argue that Joe Burrow has had the Bengals have had the easiest playoff stretch of any team in the league, honestly. I mean, yeah, those are some pretty good wins, obviously. But are we saying that the Browns at full power or the Ravens at full power couldn't pull those two out? I mean, arguably the worst number one seed I've ever seen. I mean, Ryan Tannehill and the Titans. You're trying to put a hobbled Derrick Henry just coming off of surgery. I knew that was gonna mess up the offense a little bit. Even with the chemistry they already had before he was out. So yeah, that's a great win for the Bengals. So I'm not gonna hate on it. I still don't know. I still think they're all in about the same category. If the Bengals beat the Chiefs this week, then I'll say, all right, Joe Burrow's the best in the division. Baker Mayfield and Lamar Jackson got some work to do, but we'll see. Because basically we're playing a game of your playoff chances are going to continue until you run into the Chiefs. So we'll see what happens there. With that, this is my championship round picks. I guess I have to do another video because I was too confident in my last bracket. The world went crazy. I don't know what happened. A lot of crazy stuff went down. My bracket exploded. I picked Green Bay and I picked the Buccaneers, and we'll see how that went. So for the championship round and the Super Bowl, I feel much more confident now that we have the games in front of us. Both of the games are on Sunday. It's Bengals, Chiefs at 3:30 or something, and then Rams 49ers at 6:30. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even going to get into it too much because I think it's pretty. Last week I said this and I was wrong. So, but I think it'll be pretty simple. Like, I think the Bengals are kind of fool's gold here because, come on, he gets sacked 9 times in a playoff game. Like, you don't have an offensive line like that. That was pretty embarrassing. Like, for the offensive line. So, I gotta think that in Chiefs Kingdom, it's gonna be hard to keep up with Patrick Mahomes. I don't care about the regular season. Like, yeah, the Bengals won, but Josh Allen just put up a great fight, and it came down to overtime. And I was really hoping the Bills won that game because I wanted to see Bengals Bills so bad. But here we are in this reality with Chiefs. So hey, I'm gonna take the Chiefs. I think they'll win pretty handily here. Joe Burrow probably will. Some of those sacks are gonna turn to fumbles eventually. So I'll take the Chiefs with that game, and then Rams 49ers. That's just crazy to me. Another divisional matchup. So here we go. You just don't know how it can. It's hard to predict these. It's really hard to predict these. I mean, obviously the most swag the NFL probably wants: the Chiefs, Rams, Super Bowl or whatever, which will most likely be it. And as a Cleveland fan, it's going to be hurting because, let's be real, Odell dragged the Cleveland Browns name through the dirt. He made us look like trash. He made Baker look like trash, and I don't believe that's entirely the case. Man's injured. You gotta just. I just feel like it could have been handled better. Obviously, it could have been handled worse, like Antonio Brown. But you can do some of these things behind closed doors. You don't have to run the organization through mud. That being said, I do like the Rams. I mean, you can't not like Matt Stafford. I mean, he's been suffering for so long in Detroit. It's like you kind of want to see him, get over that hump and get a ring. So I'm gonna go with the Rams at this point. Jimmy G and the 49ers. I mean, they're tough, but kind of like the Bengals. They haven't faced easy opponents. I think they've gotten lucky because the Cowboys didn't look prepared. And the Packers special teams are just a clown show, just clowns. I mean, uh, it's amazing you can be such a good team and just your special teams can really derail your entire season like that. And that's football. It's a team sport. So I believe the 49ers are playing with a little bit of fool's gold here. And of course, both underdogs won in the regular season because the 49ers, I think, swept the Rams in the regular season. But I don't care about no regular season. This is the playoffs. So, I think the Rams should be able to get it done. And I'll just leave it at that. So probably have to do a Super Bowl predictions video because these games have been so vastly unpredictable. I would love to see Bengals Rams, but that's unlikely. So we'll see what happens, man. Let's go! Ohio's still alive, man. Let's go. Who would have thought? Ohio, back-to-back years in the playoffs. They hate us. You know they do.